Hello everybody, what's going on? And welcome back to another episode of the My Player Career Mode. I hope you're all doing well. Showing you the league table as we begin the video today. We have got a Carabao Cup semi-final against Chelsea to look forward to. The first leg of that coming up later on. But as I see the table here, as we see the table, 4-point gap at the top. I thought we'd try out ultimate difficulty for the first game of the day against Aston Villa. So I'll show you the highlights here. But I think I've worked out what the issue may well be with ultimate difficulty. Now, I haven't confirmed this. I've not looked around at anything to try and sort of see if I was right with this. I did a little bit of research, but I couldn't see if I was actually on the right page here. My kind of theory is this, is that when you go into playing on ultimate difficulty in the My Player Career Mode, although technically you're only controlling your own pro, your team is not affected by the 99 stats that EA have made the changes with ultimate difficulty. Because although they are technically being controlled by the CPU, they're still the user team. So my theory is that when you play on ultimate, your teammates don't get the boosted stats, even though you're not controlling them, whereas the opposition team do. So in this game here against Villa, and obviously, it could have just been a game where Villa were the better side, but I was noticing that 50-50s, we were losing quite a lot of them. Just the overall play, we were struggling to sort of put together passes for more than sort of 4 or 5 within a move, whereas Villa were having no trouble with it whatsoever. And that is what I think. Now, like I said, I might be wrong with that. I could be completely wrong. But I'm going to say that, and my theory is that that is what it is. Basically, your teammates don't get the attribute boosts, whereas the AI do. So needless to say, we lost the game by 1-0, and I decided after that I would be going back to Legendary, not because we lost, just because the game was just horrible to play. Like, we weren't even really in the game. We didn't create anything worthy, I'd say. I was also have to take off at like 60 minutes because I was not quite fully fit, so we were substituted, and yeah, we came back, though, for this game here against Watford, back to Legendary difficulty to make sure, see what the difference was really. And as you will see, it was a pretty good game for us, all in all. Watford, as you can see their team on your screen, they were sort of mid-table heading into this. Villa was sort of bottom half, if I remember rightly. So I expected this to be quite a tough game. Obviously not on Ultimate, though, so we'd see if it was going to make too much of a difference. And 8 minutes in, I wasn't even involved for the first goal of the game. Munir turned it in at the near post with a header. It was a decent effort as well, but the keeper probably should be doing better with this. You can see, doesn't really even bother trying to save it until the ball's already gone past him. And 1 became 2 in the 28th minute after a very nice touch by Dan James. Take a look at that. He takes it, and he's able to get it under control before sort of like doing a chop type skill to then feed the pass into us. First time on the left foot. We left the goalkeeper no chance with that one. Probably should have saved the first. Nothing to do about the second. He was just stood there at the end, watching it go into the far corner outside of the left boot. And we were leading by 2-0. And we had a third just before half-time. A little bit of trickery, beating Mustafa, I believe is how you say that. I could be wrong. He is a game-generated player, before laying it across to Dan James for him to finish it off. And into the second half, very much the same. Won a free kick here. Now watch this. Pereira goes to take it. He's then substituted before he can take the free kick. Martial comes on in his place, and with his very first touch, gets to have a go with this free kick at goal, and he ends up scoring it. So, yeah, I felt quite bad for Andreas Pereira, especially as he kind of picked up the ball, put the ball down, and then his number was up to go and get substituted. He didn't complain about it or anything like that, but yeah, it was a little bit annoying for him, I'd say. Although we were having pretty much the look of things here. We were on top. Watford did get a goal to deny De Gea his clean sheet. He comes out, and he didn't deserve one after what he did, pretty much. Cross came into the box. He came so far out and then doesn't get a good connection with his attempt to clear it. So, yeah, it ended up being a goal for Watford. But 4-1 in the second game of the day as we now head off into the live fixtures. So Chelsea coming up, Crystal Palace and Everton as well. Sit back, relax, and hopefully enjoy what is left in store for you today. Liverpool and Arsenal have already played out their first leg of the semi-final. It finished 1-1. And our first leg is upon us here against Chelsea. We featured a game against them in the previous video. It was a 2-0 win. We scored both goals in that game. So let's see what we can do when it's cup football instead of the Premier League. Of course, whatever happens, there is still the second leg to fall back on if it doesn't go away. Equally, if it does go away, Chelsea will still have an opportunity in the second leg. So it's going to be legendary difficulty, of course, 4 minutes a half. And I can already see Antoine Griezmann there on the right-hand side of your screen. So we'll see what the Chelsea team looks like. Brandon Williams starts at left back for us. It's the usual 11, I'd say, apart from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Instead, it is Pereira on the right back spot with Pereira at right midfield. Let's get into game. So for Chelsea, the side is on your screen. Griezmann, Pulisic and Asensio as the front three. Did Griezmann play in the last game against us? If he did, I can't remember it, so he must have not done too much in the game. Remember, last time we played against them, of course, it was the 2 moments of quality. 2 really good goals that we managed to get, especially that second one with a skill move in order to complete it. But we're off and running here. Chelsea will want revenge after the Premier League defeat that we handed them. On our side, it's pretty much just try and make sure we play our usual game. And already we're seeing some attacking intent from Chelsea. Kai Havertz, first time volley, and he caught it sweetly. Look at that. Left foot, and he wasn't too far away. And by the way as well, it's just popped up that it is Antoine Griezmann's debut for Chelsea. So that answers my question. Did we see him play against us last time? No, because he's only just joined the club. So Havertz for Chelsea, who's been at the heart of most things that have come for them today. His pass through to Haidara was read by David De Gea, who got out very quickly there to stop Chelsea going in front as the ball is held up in the corner. And Brandon Williams will come away with it. We've not seen too many moments of quality, but anything from Chelsea is coming from Kai Havertz. And we've not even started here. 25 minutes to go. First half, awful. Second half, we're just not in the game. In fairness, we haven't really had too much to do, but Havertz again here, left-hand side, gets across towards the back post. And Asensio, wrong side. Williams might get a second chance at it. This time, Brandon Williams is able to head it away. Dan James will send that to Rabiot, who plays it way too early. I was going to make a run through, but we've kept all the possession. I can't even really recall a chance to show you yet from Manchester United. It's been that sort of game for us. Chelsea doing very well to keep us quiet. 30 seconds left of the game here. It's been a very disappointing game by all accounts, but don't give a goal away to Chelsea right now. Griezmann's poor ball through, cut out by Skriniar, and that is it from Old Trafford. Not an abundance of chances to show you in the game. Chelsea, they had a couple of chances. They were the team looking at least to attack. We just didn't really even bother in that one. We may as well have not even turned up, is what I use to describe the attacking sense of the game. But you have to take your positives where they do come. And, of course, we kept them to 0-0. So it means we are taking a draw into the second leg. But moving forward, that second leg now, we have to put in a performance. Awful here at Old Trafford today. Straight back to Old Trafford we go then for the visit of 15th place Crystal Palace. And our defeat earlier on to Villa has allowed Manchester City back in to the top spot race. A point in it is how it stands. Everton as well, not too far away. And actually, after this game, we do face Everton in a bit of a revenge match for us. Up until the Villa defeat, they were the last side to have beaten us. So we want to try and redeem ourselves for that. And of course, as well, with them being in third, it's now pretty important that we get a result there. We then got Arsenal, which will be the first game of the next video, and Chelsea coming up after that. So, yeah, you've got Palace and Everton to look forward to today to round the video out. But Palace, not an easy game this. We will have to play a lot better than we did just against Chelsea in order to get this result. And I think as well, no, I was going to say we might actually be a little bit less fitness, but we actually look okay. I thought we might have softened a little bit because this game is only a couple of days after that Chelsea game. Excuse me. But let's jump into it anyway and see what we can do in this one. Dem towards Davis, back to Dem, chance for Palace, it's all the way through, no offside flag, and Leif Davis has given them the lead at Old Trafford. What are we doing back there? Nobody's awake. Not one United player made an attempt to win this ball. I'm running around like a headless chicken, and that's why it's onside by a country mile. At least 2 players there played Leif Davis on. Hope I'm saying his name right. Is he formerly of Leeds United? I recognise him from somewhere, and I'm thinking maybe he's at Leeds, and that's why. Oh, man, what a horror start for us here. She's second of the season in the Premier League, but I've got no idea what on earth we're doing back there defensively. I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's still a long, long way to go, and we can create. You know, we scored 4 against Watford earlier, and they are sort of mid-table. Palace down the bottom half of the table, we should have no problems. What it does give them now, then, is the opportunity to kind of just sit in and essentially say, well, you try and break us down then, while we sit back behind the ball for 90 minutes. Then again, they may not do that, because here goes McCarthy towards Amian, towards Dem. And again, they look to put a move together to get him behind. Are we going to actually close somebody down today? Or are we just letting them run all the way through? Ball to the edge of the penalty area. Emre Can will just about win it. But the nerves on show here from United are not good, because he smashes it straight out of play for a Palace throw-in. They'll feed off this energy as well. If this was at Selhurst Park, we would be in real trouble. Thankfully, we are actually at home. So the home fans now then need to get behind the team. Half an hour gone here as United now try and get on the front foot with Brandon Williams. Left-hand side. Great delivery. Munir. It's 1-1. And it's Munir arriving at the back post. But full credit to Brandon Williams for the delivery. He put that into a fantastic area as I'm beginning to have hiccups, which isn't a good time to get them when you're supposed to be trying to commentate over a game. So I apologise if I do end up hiccuping. But Brandon Williams, excellent delivery. Munir arrived on it and volleys it home. 1-1. Amian there, muscled off the ball. It's a little bit scrappy from both teams here as we find James. James's delivery is hooked clear away by the Palace centre-back, but it's not fully away yet as we will retain possession and look for a way through now ourselves. Bit of trickery to open it up maybe. We have now got into the penalty area. Now James through for Emre Can, and the same player who cleared the initial cross was there to block Emre Can's effort. Here is Williams, finds Dan James. We've got 10 minutes left. And which of these two teams will find the winner, if anyone? Down the left-hand side, looking for the cross. It's just too much behind Munir, but Dan James is there. And his header is an easy save for Palace's goalkeeper. It has been end-to-end. We've lacked the quality at times to make it count. But it has been an open game here, which there's I guess you could say good bits about that, but also bad bits, especially for us, who you would say should win this game fairly easily, considering the difference in league position between the two sides, especially if you want to win a title. But at the moment, Palace holding firm with 3 minutes to play. Can we find the chance? Not like that, we will not. It's just so lackadaisical from me. I don't know why I didn't put any more pace on that ball. As Kaputska here just slows it right down, plays it off of AWB for a throw-in. And you saw the reaction there when the ball went out of play of AWB. There's a little bit of frustration. Oh, but it's given away here. And now there's another chance of a Manchester United breakaway. Munir takes the touch. Has he got the strength to hold off his man? And he has done. It is a free kick. 30 seconds left. And it might even be a card. It is. For Brandon, is it Michele or Michele? Yellow carded. But this has to work. This delivery has got to be good. Who takes this? It will be Andreas Pereira. He's quite far. It's not an angle which you'd expect him to shoot from, which is why he lifts it in. It's punched away only as far as Dan James. Back in towards the Gene, and it's going to finish all square here at Old Trafford. Manchester United 1, Crystal Palace 1. I said we needed to show improvement from the game against Chelsea. We didn't really do that, and we've slipped up and allowed Manchester City the opportunity then to take top spot in the Premier League. Not good. So here we are then for the final game of the day. Everton versus Manchester United, live from Goodison Park, as Everton will start play off. Decided to just head straight into this game. Of course, it is legendary difficulty as we have been playing. Didn't want to waste any time to get going with the final game. Everton's team actually isn't like anything to shout about, but they seem to be doing really well. So I don't know what it is. Maybe they've just found the right way of playing, and that's why they're getting their results. But heading into this game right now, we are now second, with City taking top spot in the Prem as Dan James is through. What's he doing? What's he doing is the question. Should have just hit the shot, mate. The pass wasn't on to Munir. But yeah, we've dropped to second, following on from that 1-1 draw to Palace. So there's improvements needing to be made, and if anything to go by, they beat us last time we played Everton. We will win the foot race against Ndidi, but now we're looking for the cut back to Dan James. Takes it well, and he finds the finish as well. That's what he should have done in the first chance of the game when he tried to play it to Munir. Just have faith in yourself, back yourself, have the shots, and then if it misses, that's when you can worry about it, because the quality that he's got on this left-hand side, James, we know the finishing that he has got. It may not be the best in the world, but it's certainly good enough from these sort of areas to find the back of the net. And it's 1-0 Manchester United. No mistakes so far in the opening few minutes. And we are looking like a team set out for redemption after our first defeat to them earlier on in the season. Andreas Pereira finds the ball inside. We've got Emre Can through for Munir. And Munir turns it in at the near post. Everton are struggling to get going in the game. And now they're 2-0 down. What is going on with Everton? They don't look half as good as they did when we last played them. Now, I did say before we kicked off, I wasn't really sure about the Everton side. It didn't look incredible. And so far, so good here for Manchester United. Munir turns it in at close range. Pickford probably should do better at his near post. But Everton, man, they've just not started. That's something that we have been a little bit guilty of in the past, not starting off in the first half of games. But we're not usually 2-0 down going into half-time. 5 minutes until the half-time interval. And Everton, they need it to come sooner rather than later. Meza with the corner for Everton. Sends it in. It's one in the air. I'm not sure who got the touch, but it's Jedvaj. It's away by Williams, only as far as Bastos. And the response here in the second half has been better from Everton, as Richarlison has just struck one into the top corner. 24 minutes left is their time. We've not seen a whole lot from the home side today, but that little section there shows you the quality they've got. Richarlison here with a wonderful strike. David De Gea well and truly beaten. Are we back to game on? Or are Manchester United going to see this one out? It's an incredible effort from Richarlison. Bending out and then back in to find the top corner. Weigl in possession, but there it is, the full-time whistle from Goodison Park. It's finished Everton 1, Manchester United 2. It is redemption for us, but after the scintillating first half that we dominated by all accounts, Everton grew back into the game in the second, and we allowed them back into it. If there was more time, they might have just been able to nick a draw from that one. Can't complain though, it is a win to end off the day. And of course, it's out of our hands a little bit because now we require Manchester City to drop points to take back top spot. But it's a matter of a point anyway, so let's not worry about that until the back end of the season. Let's take a look at the league table and sign off the video for today. And here is that league table then as we end off the day. 23 games in. As you can see, we are now a point ahead of City because Arsenal, who we play next, did us a favour. They drew 0-0 with them at the Emirates, so we take back top spot. But if you can't see it there, this season we cannot rely on goal difference because Manchester City currently have 44 to our 27. So we're going to have to win this by points. If it goes to goal difference, we ain't going to win it like that. They've conceded 12, scored 56. They now have the best defensive record in the league. We used to have it. We've conceded 14. We've got the second best, but they're just head and shoulders above anyone else in the goals scored charts. So fair play to them. In terms of the Carabao Cup, you remember we drew 0-0 earlier on with Chelsea, which sets us up for the second leg. And as you can see, the other game going on, Liverpool-Arsenal, is still 1-1. That will probably play similar time, if not after ours, possibly, with us going second in the first rotation. In the Europa League, though, our opponents that we drew, Inter Milan, still yet to play them. We'll play them in February, I believe that is. We are now into January, so it's not too far in the distance. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. There it is, the two games that we've got against them. And I did say it was a bit of an unfortunate draw, that one. I stand by that. They're a decent side. But for our personal performance this season so far, as you can see, 23 Premier League games, 13 goals, 12 assists, a 7.8 average rating. I was trying to keep tabs as well on the Team of the Year and what's been going on with that, but it's not really been popping up, so I'm not sure what's going on. There could have even been the Player of the Year announced, and I know for sure I didn't win it because I haven't got the accomplishments completed. But yeah, so I'm not sure what's going on with the Team of the Year, whether or not it's been announced or not. But until next time anyway, guys, a massive thank you for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be greatly appreciated. I'm not going to set a like target today because if you're seeing this on the Wednesday, I'm out coaching all day on the Thursday, so there's probably not going to be a video. But if I instead decide to put this out on Thursday, then there will be another episode no matter what happens in terms of this video going out on the Friday. So I mean, I'm not going to set the like target. If you guys want to hit like 350, that would be massively appreciated. You'll still get an episode at least Thursday, Friday, if not Wednesday, Friday. There will be one day, though, this week where I won't be able to make a video, so apologies for that. But until next time, have a great day, have a great evening, and I'll see you all again soon. Adios!